And welcome back to my outing in beautiful Greece. Now it's beautiful islands. And continue and so our story with history, first of course, geography, history, and now culture. Culture is a difficult topic. Of course, we're talking about connection of Georgia and other Caucasian nations to Europe. And culture is a difficult topic. Of course, Caucasian culture is quite unique and only is related to its truest neighbors, such as Georgia is only truly related to Armenia and Azerbaijan and North Caucasus, and we are related to each other. But historically, we are also connected, for example, to Eastern Europe, of course, through Soviet Union, pre-Russian imperialist colonization. Basically, historical connection then builds ethnic and cultural connections. But due to that, we also connected through Middle East, of course, through Persian and Iranian imperialism, and it goes on and on and on. But if we go to the fundamentals, the core culture, core civilization, of course, we'll talk about ethnicity in later video, but that builds on ethnicities. That, for example, each Caucasian culture has its own unique language and multiple languages. For example, there are 3 to 4 different languages in Georgia, multiple languages in North Caucasus peoples, and Azerbaijan, of course, is Turkic speaking, and Armenia is Indo-European and far more directly connected to Europe than, for example, Georgia, because of that Indo-European connection. But if we go back farther through Bronze Age and Neolithic history, we know that humanity, well, maybe not all of humanity, but Europe and Western Asia is originated from the Caucasus. That's why stereotypically it's called the Caucasian race. It's a difficult topic, but kinda goes to show that the ancient culture that spread from Caucasus, different ancient cultures, influenced modern day cultures. And fundamentals are born from there. And one I want to go into is the Anatolian farmers or early European farmers or whatever you want to call them. I prefer to call them the culture civilization that from South Caucasus and Colchis and other Kartvelian peoples went through Anatolia and came through here, beautiful Greece, and so, for example, Crete and the Minoan civilization, and then spread throughout all of southern Europe and throughout all of Mediterranean, and created this Mediterranean civilization. And after, even though, for example, in the Europe, Indo-Europeans took over, in, for example, Anatolia, Turkic peoples took over, in other places, for example, Arabs and different nations took over, but the fundamental core civilizational culture of Mediterranean still lives on and still survives. So yes, Georgia is of course Caucasian, and Caucasian is also connected to Eastern Europe, but in reality, our civilization is more connected to this ancient civilization of Mediterranean peoples than to anyone else. So in the next video, I will talk about that ancient ethnicities and civilizations that spread from the Caucasus. Of course, even Kartvelian is not just Anatolian civilization. There is also original Caucasian civilization and its own complex topic. But I wanted to show that this ancient civilization of which Greece and Georgia belongs to, we are a part of this ancient Mediterranean agricultural and more philosophical that eats bread and wine and talks about and argues a lot. That is our fundamental civilization that unites us. Even modern day Turkey, and I know how much problems they have, but Greece and Turkey has, but even that connection still exists here. So next episode we'll talk about ethnicity, and thank you for watching. I hope these are interesting, and take care.